big news story of the day has to do with one, Bret Hart, and why he's managing FTR on the indies and not in AEW. But for a little while now, FTR has been making teases that WWE Hall of Famer Bret Hart could become their manager. FTR fans, thought that he could, Hart that is, come to AEW and manage them, but it looks like he's only going to do that for big time wrestling coming up here soon. Now, according to Dave Meltzer in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, Meltzer reported that it is believed that Bret Hart has signed a deal with WWE. The report says that Hart is believed to have quietly signed a, quote, lucrative deal with the company. This would be why Hart would be able to manage FTR on the indies, but not in AEW. If Hart has signed a deal with WWE, well, they would ban and not allow him from showing up in AEW, hence why he can only manage FTR on the Big Time Wrestling show. Now, that would be a loophole because from what Meltzer wrote here, he's allowed to do indie signings and appearances and stuff, and because he can appear at indie shows, he can appear with FTR at this indie show. Again, loophole. Now, nothing is known as far as what lucrative means in this deal, but one would assume that if it's a lucrative deal, that probably, like if the deal is being called lucrative, that would probably mean that it is something that was such a big deal, Bret couldn't pass up on it. Bret couldn't go, nah, no. No, he had to take it. And we don't know what the deal actually is. A, what does lucrative mean? How much money is this thing for? And B, what does the deal entail? Like, what is he now going to have to do with WWE? Is he going to show up at WrestleMania Backlash? Is he going to be a Money in the Bank in Vegas? We don't know. Is he going to be a Raw next week? We don't know, other than it is believed by many, especially many in AEW, that he has signed a lucrative deal with WWE that would not allow him to appear in All Elite Wrestling. So again, this is another thing that we will continue to follow. And if we do hear anything else on this Bret Hart story of him possibly signing a deal with WWE, we will have it for you right here on Pro Wrestling Unlimited.